Today in this video, we are going to create the sign up and login form. Here on my computer screen, you can see one sign up form with the name input field, then email ID and password. And here we have two buttons. One is sign up and the second button is login. If I click on the login button, you can see we will come to the login form where you have only two input fields, which is email and password. And if we will go for sign up form, they will have to enter name also. If you will move to the login form, this name field will be hidden. And if we will move to the sign up form, then it will be displayed the name input field. We will create this login and sign up form using React.js. So keep watching this video. Before starting this video, please hit the like button and let's start the video. Let's create our React project first. First we will create a new folder. Login, sign up. Now we will open this folder in VS Code editor. Now we will open integrated terminal. We will now create the React project using npx create React app login sign up. We had created our project. Let's go to project directory. cd login sign up. Now we will run our React project. To do so, we have to write npm start command. As you can see, our React project is running. Now we will clear this default React project. We have to go to src app.js. Here we will remove the header tag and the class name also. Ctrl S. Now our project is cleared. Now we will rename the project name from HTML file. As you can see, here is the React app written. So we will go to public folder, index.html. Here you can see the title is React app. We will rename it to login sign up. We will save it. Now our title has been updated. Now let's create the folder structure for this project. We will create a new folder in src. We will name it components. In components folder, we will create a assets folder where we will keep our all the assets. We will create one more folder in components folder. This is our login sign up component. In login sign up folder, we will create a new file, login signup.jsx. Now we will convert this JSX file into component using RAFC. Now we will create a CSS file for this component. Now we will import this CSS file into this JSX file. Import ./loginsignup.css. Now our CSS is imported in this component. Let's mount this component on the screen. We will go in app.js, opening arrow, login sign up / closing arrow. Now our component is mounted. Let's design our component. Let's insert image in the assets folder and import these images in our login sign up component. Assets folder, reveal in file explorer. Here are our icons. We will copy it in our assets folder. As you can see, our icons are inserted into assets folder. Now let's import these images. Now I had inserted all the images from the asset folder to our component. Now let's create the HTML code of our component. First we will provide this div a class name of container. We will create a div with class name header. Inside this header, we will create a div with class name text. In this text, we will write sign up. We will create a div with class name underline. Now we will create a div with inputs class name. Inside the inputs, we will create a div with class name input. Inside this div, I will create an image tag and an input tag. Now we will create the input div 3 times. First one is for the name. Second one is for the email. So we will type input type is equal to email. Third one is for password. So we will write input type is equal to password. Let's insert the images in the images tag. Here we will write user icon. In this image tag, we will provide email icon. In this image tag, we will provide password icon. Now we will save it. As we can see, we got 3 input tags. One for the name, second one is for email, third one is for password. Now we will create the sign up and login button. Now we will create a div with class name submit container. Inside the submit container, we will create a div with class name submit. Here we will write sign up. We will create a copy of this div and name it login. Now we will also need a forget password button. So here we will create div with class name forgot password. Here we will write lost password. We will insert a span tag. Inside span tag, we will write click here. Now we will save it. Now let's add some CSS properties. First of all, we will give background a linear gradient. To do so, we have to go in index.css. Here I had added height 100 vh, background linear gradients and provided 2 colors. We will save it. As you can see, our background has been changed. Let's go to our CSS file. Now we will give style to the container class name. I had given display, flex direction, column, margin, auto to align the container at the center of the body and given margin from the top 200 pixels, background white, padding from bottom 30 pixels. Now we will give some properties to header class name. I had given display, flex direction, column, aligned item, center to center the content in the header tag and given gap of 9 pixels between header text and header underline, width of 100%, margin from top 30 pixels. Now we will give a style to the text class name. I had given color, increase the font size to 48 pixels, increase the font weight to 700. Now we will give a style to underline class name. I had given width of 61 pixels, height of 6 pixels, background, border radius of 9 pixels. Now we will give a style to inputs class name. I had given margin top of 55 pixels, display, flex direction, column and gap of 25 pixels. Now we will give a style to input class name. I had given display flex, align item center, margin auto to align the content at the center, width of 480 pixels, height of 80 pixels, background and border radius of 6 pixels. Now I will give some style to icons. I had given margin 0 from top and down and 30 pixels from left and right. Now we will give a style to input fields. I had given height of 50 pixels, width of 400 pixels, background transparent, border none, outline none, color, font size increased to 19 pixels. As you can see, our input fields get hidden because we had given border none and outline also none. Now we will give placeholder to input stack. In this input, we will give placeholder names. In this input field, we will give placeholder email ID. In this input field, we will give placeholder password. Now we will save it. As you can see, placeholders are visible in this page. Now we will give a style to forgot password class name. I had given padding left 62 pixels, margin top 27 pixels, color, font size increased to 18 pixels. We will add width 600 in container class name. Now let's give property to forgot password span tag. I had given color cursor pointer, so our click here will be look purple, and if we hover on this, then it will show pointer cursor. Now we will give a style to submit container. I had given display flex gap 30 pixels, margin 60 pixels from up and down, and auto from left and right. Now we will provide style to submit class name. I had given display flex justify content center, align item center, so our buttons get at the center, and inside the button text also gets center because we have justify content center. We will give width of 220 pixels, height of 59 pixels to each button. We had given color to the text, which is white, background is purple, border radius 50 pixels, font size increased to 19 pixels, font weight 700, and cursor is pointer. So if we hover on this button, it will show pointer cursor. Now we will save it. Now we will add some functionalities to our component using JavaScript. So we will move to login signup.jsx. Now we are going to give functionality to this signup form. First, we will create a use state variable. To do so, we have to write const our variable name and the function name is equal to use state signup. Now what is use state? Use state is a React hook which provides us a variable and a function to set data on this variable. And here we are initializing the variable with this data. So whenever the variable get updated, our frontend also get updates. So first we will remove this signup, and here we will action. Now we will save it. So here signup is coming from this action variable. Now we will give dynamic class names to these buttons using this action use state. So here we have to dynamically provide the class name. To do so, we have to use ternary operator. So we will write if action is equal to logins, then our class name for this button submit and grade. If our action is not equal to login, then class name will be only submit. Here also we are using ternary operator. If action equals sign up, then our class name will be submit and gray. Else only submit. We will save it. And now we are going to give properties to this gray class name. So we have to move to login signup.css. Here I had given background and color to this gray class name. Now we will save this file. As you can see, currently our action is sign up. So sign up button is in purple. If we write login here, now our login button is purple. And here you can see the text get changed because we are using this action variable inside our div. Now let's add functionality to these buttons. If we click on this button, nothing is happening. On clicking on this button, we have to change the state. So to change the state, we are going to add on-click functionality. On-click. Here we will pass an arrow function. Inside this arrow function, we will write set action sign up. And here we will provide on click, passing an arrow function. Inside the arrow function, we will write set action login. Now we will save it. If we click on sign up, now sign up button will be purple. And here text also gets changed because our state gets updated. If we click on login, our login button gets purple. Now we have to hide this from the sign up form and hide the name input field from the login form. To do so, we will add one ternary operator. If action is equals to login, then we will return a empty div. If action is not equals to login, then we will return this div. So we will cut it from here and we will paste it here and we will save it. As you can see, from our login form, the name input field get hidden, and in our sign up form, the name form is there. So we will also hide lost password from the sign up form. To do so, we have to go to here, we insert a ternary operator. If action is equal to sign up, then we will return an empty div. If action is not equals to sign up, then we will return this div. So we will cut it from here and paste it here. Now we will save it. As you can see, the lost password get hidden from the sign up page. And when we click on the login, then the lost password is again visible.